These are the two teams.
It's all right.
Okay, folks, we got a little bit of an early start here at CBC. Welcome everybody to the New Floors Curling Classic, Penticton, BC. We've got Team Brunner against Team Dunstone, a couple of very strong teams. Alongside me is Kelly.
Kelly Muscowie.
Muscowie, sorry. Yeah. Of course, we all know Braden from his curling throughout the years.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm looking forward to this game, Cy. This is two young teams. I think, in fact, Michael and Matt, just looking at their profiles here, are the same age, and I know they got a bit different levels of experience, but I'm still looking forward to a great game. We got great ice out there, and we're on to second rocks here in the first end, so we'll see how this end develops.
Looks like the out turn running a little straight there, trying to get us some inside contact.
9-8.
A nice fast ice
You're
here.
probably looking for like 10-5 max for control.
Asking for a 10-5 here, take out. I think, Kelly, it's the ice has been running around 15 that I got a little earlier there, so that's pretty quick.
I was timing a few rocks on the draw to the button, and I was getting about 14.6 on those. So I'm guessing it'll, once they polish it up a bit more, it might get a bit faster.
Yep, pretty likely.
Throwing control again?
For those that don't or haven't tuned in to Penticton before, this is our 7th year here. We have a very, very strong committee, and led by Kathy Jones, and a huge amount of sponsors, and, just made this a wonderful, wonderful thing for the last 7 years. And big opening ceremonies last night at the Copper Mug here in Penticton, a local drinking establishment that's
good shot, Colt.
really supported curling for a long time.
Good line, Colt, buddy. Yeah,
A great hit and roll by the Dunstone team there. Colton Lott. Brunner will be trying the run back now. He's fully buried the rock in the top of the 4. Very close. Just missed.
Sticks around for a corner there.
Matt will be replacing that center guard. It's one thing nowadays with the live rocks and the way these guys can throw them. It's pretty hard to protect a rock in the top 4 for the whole end. So I'd be surprised if that's one in the top 4 eventually scores, but you never know what happens.
Draw 2.
Weight looks good.
Oh, Kelly, I guess you're pretty familiar with this team. Your son played on this team for quite a few years, and certainly an outstanding player.
Yeah, Matt is just a fantastic player, and he continues to get better every year. I know when Braden first played with him, I thought, Matt's always been a great hitter. I don't think you'll find too many people come out of Manitoba that are tuck delivery that don't hit really well. But what he's really developed is his soft game has really developed. And I've noticed even in his delivery, he used to have a large extension on his draws. He's softened that a lot now, and I think it just improved his soft game. Not only is he a fantastic curler, but a fantastic guy. He's a guy that anybody would like to spend some time with. He's always engaging, and he puts a lot of time into the game, not just playing, but also working with youth. And I know that he held a little clinic here on Monday afternoon for local Penticton curlers. So for him to take the time out and drive down for that, and then I know he didn't stay here starting on Monday, so then to go back. So that's just great for him to put that time into the game, because a lot of people get a lot out of the game, but they don't put much back in. But that's not Matt. He continues to put a lot of time into the game.
Yeah, he is an incredible individual.
It's a little bit of a wider line.
I think what you said about softening things up, I think that's been the evolution of
Line's
the game
good.
with the players in the last couple of years. It used to be a lot of extension. Now we seem to see less of that.
And there's still some players that do the huge extension on the on the big weight, peel weights and that, but not as much on the softer shots. You don't see it as much. Looks like they may have left a hole there for Brunner's team. We'll see if they're going to try that or if they're just going to play the run back.
If you get that a little thin, you probably make the double and have a lot of rocks hanging around, so
It's actually
the run
better than I thought it was.
with the intern is probably a better call, Kelly.
Yeah. I think he might try the double peel
I
on the
think it
red
was a
and
bit
then
slower
go
in that
across the
spot,
top
just
of
because
the
it got a bit
blue one
wider.
and maybe push the blue one in is what he's thinking.
I think they thought I threw it a bit harder.
Yeah, even if he sticks the blue, it's pretty good.
This Brunner team, they're out of Switzerland, Bern, Switzerland, and they are ranked 17th in the world. And then we have Matt Dunstone's team. They're ranked 9th in the world right now. And then I believe on the CTRS, they're ranked 3rd, I believe.
Now you're pretty close to the call there, Kelly. It
Yeah.
almost snuck into the rings there on the left
Split
side.
center-
Bit of a
split center
corner
lines.
guard.
Yeah,
Ticket.
that would have been a bonus for them if they would have pumped
Split
that blue
center
one in.
lines
Would have
to
made
ticket.
something for Matt to think about. Should he hit the blue one or to continue to guard?
Yeah, for sure.
I
Kind of the draw
maybe a
path
shade,
for
maybe
the
just a shade
outturn is
deeper,
a little bit
just so that
compromised
he
with
can
that
get over the
shot.
top and get it maybe going back onto this. We'll peel a little bit harder. Okay.
So they're going to try and replace that guard, probably just splitting just slightly across center would be perfect. I don't think Matt would mind being a little bit longer, but doesn't want to be too long just with the movement in this ice. If you leave it too long, they'll play the intern come around tap. So
I noticed he's taken, what's that, 3.5 feet or so, close to 4 feet of ice, which is kind of the minimum these guys like. They sure like lots of curl.
yeah, I think the days of the laser straight ice ice makers used to sometimes pride themselves on making really straight ice. That's long gone.
Line's good.
And it's an improvement for the game. And you notice the handle in this shot here that Matt has, the
Really
rotation
good.
on the rock. If you don't throw a rotation like that, if you throw a lazy handle, you'll be penalized for it.
Lines
So
over curl.
Do you think
That doesn't-
that's about 4 revolutions, Kelly? Or
yeah, that's,
roughly?
yeah,
4 or
4 to 5.
Yeah.
Just get
Okay,
a little
not
tucked
bad.
around that corner.
Yeah, a little slide in there, kind of Christmas treed them a little bit, which is pretty good. Makes Brunner think about what's going on here. A couple of calls maybe here he could make. Brunner could hit the top one in the rings and roll to the side, the left side there. Might be a good call. The other one, I don't think the double's there, but
He could take a play at the one in the top 4 and just roll to the 4 outside of the 4. I think that would be an option too. It looks like he's going to play the one in the top 12, and if that happens and he rolls in, then Matt will have a decision: do I want to hit the open one and force, or do I try to guard again and potentially steal?
good thing for Dunstone is there's no other rocks in the ring, so
Very hard.
De eerste. Het.
Doubles. Almost not there.
Dat was Bob.
Doubles. You'd have to absolutely. Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't know what he's playing. He's trying to roll it over here.
what is the call here, Kelly? Have you figured that out?
Yeah, he's just trying to play the hit and roll to the open side on the top, the rock in the top 12. Fairly quiet wake, probably board wake.
Los, Jan. Jan. Halt. Halt.
Doesn't look like he's going to roll as far as he wanted. Oh, that's basically perfect.
We did have the striking bands
Yeah, that's
worked on here recently last year, and
Starting it again.
certainly got a lot more action on our stones than
you want
we
a
had in
shade?
the past.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been a good improvement for our club.
Yeah, that was close. Like,
That's
I
a
think you
very
would
good
be like
shot,
here.
and puts a little bit of pressure on Matt that he has to
And
make a
you're-
good guard here. I don't
he-
think he would want to be in the same spot as he was last time, just half into
Yeah, I
the
mean,
12, because that
lines
would
everything.
give Brunner a
Split the
chance.
center line. Like if you're halfway, that's fine. 2/3 is good. I think you're aiming for just past half. That's good.
So he wants this up front in the free guard zone. So
Yeah. I don't think he wants to be as deep as he was last time, because if he's that deep and if he's a little bit closer to the center line, that would leave Brunner a double. So he'll try to be short of the rings on this one.
Yeah, he's taking a pinch more ice here, so all he has to do is maybe get a piece of the center line on the left side. And pretty good shot.
Line's good. Whoa. Little bit. Whoa.
Very nice by Matt.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Not sneaking around that one at all.
No. So Cy kept a close eye on the rotations now, and that was six rotations to stop.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You got predictable.
The sweeping has been paramount lately too.
Mm-hmm.
Even with 5-6 revolutions, those guys can just carve it.
I thought the second one was more gentle.
Remember Matt in the old days when he used to throw, he was one of the first guys that really threw the huge heat, the 6-second shots and stuff like that. He used to get some pretty big rotation on the rocks.
So they have to draw basically biting the button or inch within the button.
Charlie!
It goes to show how confident they are. They could have hit the open side one and just forced the issue, but
Yep, linear! Yep!
I think it's a little bit late. I got a 15-7-2 on that, so just not quite 15. Probably would have been pretty close side.
You see that, Kelly? I want to take this chance to thank our sponsors here, and I'd like to first of all thank New Floors Penticton for their generous support. They just keep on digging into the coffers and helping us out here. We could not do this event without them. Tremendous. Travel Penticton is obviously a big one for us. In this draw, we'd like to thank Edward Jones, Matt Tolley, who's out there playing in the Spiel as well for Dijon. So we're pretty proud of Matt. Matt's been playing on the circuit for quite a few years and a huge supporter as well. Seems to be these good curlers give right from the bottom of their hearts and their wallets every time around.
So first rock of the second end, we have Ryan Harnden trying to throw up a center guard. I think Matt will continue throughout this game to be aggressive.
It's in the house. It's in the house, Colt.
Pretty close, eh?
It's in the house, Colt. Very nice.
That's a perfect spot for it.
We have the no-tick rule in effect here at Penticton New Floors Classic, which is makes the game even more interesting. Certainly more offense, I think. Kelly.
Absolutely, yeah. It's with the ice conditions, the rocks, and the way these athletes can throw nowadays. There's something had to be implemented to try and create more offense, and I think the no-tick rule is a great rule.
I agree.
It's not like back in the old days when there was peels missed. People would nose hit peels or totally miss them. That just doesn't happen anymore with these top athletes. So this is one way to bring more offense into the game and create more excitement for not only the fans but also the players too. I think it's more exciting for them to play when there's more rocks in place, more angles, and we'll see this throughout this game. That we'll see lots of rocks in play. And lots of great shots.
Yeah.
It's said there right now.
Yeah, the no-tick rule is for the first 5 rocks. So on the 6th rocks, sixth rock, you can remove that from the center line. Any rock that's biting the center line in the free guard zone.
Yeah, we are. We're biting.
You know, I looked at something interesting from the information that the teams provided here. So we have both skips the same age, 28, and then we have both seconds the same age, 28, and then we have, you know, the third and the lead, BJ and Ryan on Dunstone team. They're seasoned veterans and quite a bit older, but the Brunner team is a really young team. Their third is 22, and I believe their lead is 21. So really young, up-and-coming team in Switzerland.
Yeah, it's nice to see the international teams here in beautiful British Columbia.
– 14-8. What'd you get?
Is that the call there, Kelly, or were they trying to get a corner guard?
No, that was the call to come around that.
Okay. Just
from the angle we're at, it's hard to tell if he was wide or just had a bit too much ice, because I think that Matt can see the big chunk of that rock, probably 3/4 of it.
Speed's good.
Colton Lott in the hack, throwing second stone for Matt Dunstone.
So is he thinking tap back or just draw here, Kelly?
Yeah, no, he's playing the tap back. He's probably trying about hack weight. I didn't hear the call for the weight, but
no, they're
it'd be a bit more than hack.
Yeah, very nice looking shot here.
Yeah. And they're going to try and roll right underneath that one. Didn't quite get the roll. Good shot.
That's pretty good. He can't make the double and hang around there. So
no.
Shot.
And Romano Meyer throwing second stone for the Brunner team. He's going to try and play the run back here.
Yep.
Lots of big, strong guys playing the game more recently. Very nice shot there.
Yeah, there is. You know, the sweeping is such a big component of the game now, and the bigger guys that can get additional pressure onto the broom and be able to manipulate the rock more. It's really become a big part of the game. You know, I think of the Italian team that they're
you
not.
Ever throwing
they're
a guard
not here,
here?
but their second man, I believe, is about.
Let me freeze.
I'm guessing 6'6", 270 pounds, and you get that much weight on a broom, and you can really control and take a rock.
Now, my initial thought was a higher guard.
Seems to be the way of the future.
Well, he's certainly
that was
changing
my first
the game.
thought, but like a higher guard.
He's a leader for sure. You see some of the shots he makes are, you know, blistering fast.
And if he ever doesn't, then we're drawing in there with the out turn.
Yes.
And he is a big man. I think you're probably a little short on the height there.
I think if you get around his, I think you're probably double
very tall.
What do you like?
I'm not saying the little guys can't get this. When I say little guys, smaller individuals can't get quick. They can get quick head speed, and they can still manipulate a rock. But when you have that extra pressure and can create that extra friction, just helps you position a little bit better.
I think we throw a guard. He tries the roll. Even if he makes it, we freeze. If he doesn't make it, he's completely fucked.
Oops.
Trying to throw this tight, right? Okay. I think it'll be a bit fresh. 14-5 to T.
So they're thinking here, this is a new path with the intern coming home. We'll try to just lay it out there.
Top 12.
Copy. Frozen. Tight.
Like to get this to the rings, I'm thinking.
Small bounce on the guard. Probably want to just touch it. No, it's perfect.
That's pretty good.
Very nice.
So I think Michael Brunner will probably play the double peel now, blue onto red, maybe even get one of them in the house. Might get that one in the top 8.
He has to hit it pretty thick to come off his own blue there on the left side of his guard.
Yeah.
He could end up with a pile of corner guards, though.
It's a little bit wide. He's close, though.
Nope, didn't quite come off his own.
No. Makes it a lot better for him, though, opens it up a bit.
So does Matt run that corner guard? Does he try to guard the one in the forefoot?
Looks like he's going to... Yeah, it's looking like he's going to guard the one in the top 8. And I know he motioned there, go around the corner guard, but all that really does is
Fairly tight.
possibly force them into one. They'd be looking at 2 or 3 with the last one. BJ Neufeld with throw the out turn guard here.
There's an example of a very soft release compared to what he used to have. So, I wonder what it's like from that vantage point, looking over top of the rock.
Yeah, exactly. Very light. I think that's quite a bit longer than what Matt would have liked.
That?
They will have room to make the internal hit and roll under. Probably softer weight. We don't know their signals. He tapped onto his shoe, so I'm not sure if that's a hack weight or...
I think pretty likely, Kelly.
Yeah, I'm guessing it'd be hack or back line somewhere there.
Boy, you see the hand position on that rock way back on the handle. Very soft release. I think that's the new teachings, is it, Kelly? To not grip it hard at all and just...
Yeah, I think the teachings have always been that, but they used to put the hand a lot more into the handle. It was still the fingertips, but now you see more and more curlers are working their hand toward the back of the handle, and I think that allows them, it's way easier to put a lot more positive handle on the rock. We can get more rotations because as I mentioned earlier, on the swinging ice, if you don't have a really positive rotation on your handle, you're probably going to lose that rock. It's hard for the skip to put the broom down. And it's hard to know where it's going to end up, depends on if it has 3/4 of rotation or 1.5 rotation. So with the more rotation, they get a lot more consistent. It's a lot more consistent and easier for them to call the line.
That certainly works the sweepers pretty hard too if the thing's going sideways when you're not expecting it.
I think Brunner's going to play a little hit and roll on top of hit the one on the center line, try and roll right there in front of the other one on the edge of the floor.
Yeah, it's a pretty long guard to roll behind. He could crotch this, but probably a hit and roll on top, gives the Dunstone team a little more difficult shot.
First one I think just grabbed a bit.
Typically you might think that there would be an option to freeze into that pocket, but I just think where those guards are positioned, I think that would be a really hard shot to freeze.
I mean, I'm cleaning the path.
You would have to play the out turn, and I'm not sure if there's enough room. If you just haired by the blue one, it may overcurl.
This guy's a foot over the hog line every time he throws. Are we touching ours at all?
Trying to get it to curl here.
Not exactly the call they were looking for, but
still pretty good for him. I mean, that guard up front can come to his advantage here. Getting later into the end, but
I don't mind that.
I think if Matt can make that hit and roll dead under the red one right now, that red guard, I think it puts quite a bit of pressure on Brunner. If
Colton's curled a bit, right?
Yeah, it depends on where he ends up. If he could corner the one on the button after this is thrown and underneath the guard, it might make it interesting for Matt. Matt gets his old corn broom out, the sliding broom.
Yeah, that's a fairly traditional thing in Manitoba. A lot of them have the corn brooms from many years ago. I'm not sure if you can still buy any if that one gets lost or somebody takes it, but maybe buy one at a garage sale or something.
I remember Rick Folk told me one time he went in and he saw a whole case of them, so he bought the whole case, he said. It was just amazing.
Whoa!
In turn, looks like his control weight he's throwing here.
Whoa! Whoa.
Very close, just has to come up
Yep.
with it.
Hard! Hard! Oh, good throw.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, just left it a bit too long and overcurled. I think that'll leave Michael Brunner and his team a double.
Once again, lots of rotation there on that hit.
Good throw. Need him on at a shade sooner. Really good throw.
Try and do my best today to not talk when the team's talking, so people at home can hear what they're saying.
Spot that is a nice gradual curl.
Although my Swiss is non-existent or whatever language they're speaking, so I don't think I could help interpret that at all.
Definitely not playing any sort of double.
Yeah, Switzerland's a pretty remarkable place.
It
to
is,
visit.
yes.
It's just amazing.
I had a chance to visit there a few years ago. It's beautiful. It's anybody that hasn't had a chance, check it out. It's a beautiful place. Not the result he wanted. This is going to put a lot of pressure on Michael Brunner with his last shot. Matt will play that out turn and try and draw one to the top of the button, and put a lot of pressure on Team
Yeah,
Brunner.
I mean, you don't want to leave him this draw. I don't think you want to be that deep, though. I think you're like here.
Lots of experience here in the call.
Yeah. I think so. You don't want to leave him this. I mean, you could, in an ideal world, you're like here, biting button. Yeah, I like full four. Full four is great. Great on the basically split center line. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, leave him. You have to leave him something. I like that. Should be close. Okay.
Sai, you mentioned a lot of experience, and I see BJ Neufeld, and you think back all the years he played with Mike McEwen, and then after that winning a Brier with Kevin Cooey, just lots of experience, and then Ryan Harnden obviously winning Olympic gold a number of years ago, winning a Brier, so lots of experience at the lead and third position, but also Matt and Colton have a lot of experience. They're younger, but they've played all over the world and bring a lot to the team.
That's for certain. I think that picking up Colton Lott was a big part of this team, and I think that's why they're ranked the way they are in the world. It's to have a ranking of 9th is it's pretty respectable. So Matt's trying to draw the top 4 here someplace.
Hey, line's good.
Almost looks like he sets
Bite the
it back
4 foot on this line.
It's part of the rotation, perhaps.
Line's good. A little bit of room. Just bite the 4 foot. Hard, guys. Hard, guys. Far as it goes. 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 Pretty good.
Yep.
Good sweep, guys.
Pretty good shot. Looks like he's going to play the intern hit and roll off that one on the edge of the floor. Try to roll to the top of the button and score his one.
Good shot.
Maybe hack or board weight here.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Good shot.
When you play, do you usually call speeds in numbers, or do you usually call the old traditional hack? And
I've gone back and forth throughout my career. It was always traditionally it was top 4, back 4, hack. But then for a number of years with one team I played on, it was a number system that the Furby team, David Nedwin and the Furby team came up with, where it was a number system where 7 was T-line, 1 was just over the hog line, 2 was sort of a halfway guard. So we used that for draw weight, which I found a really nice system to use.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Really got to go on this. Looks pretty
I
good.
think he's going to
Nice shot.
Should be fine.
Very nice shot. good sweeping by the front end, good call by the third, and obviously well thrown. So that's a good team shot.
Tie game. So
I get in, guys.
there we go.
That deuce.
I'll just mention here at the curling club we have 6 sheets going. We have on sheet A we have De Jong and Berg. On sheet B we have Pierce and Epping. On our sheet here we have Dunstone and Brunner. Sheet D we have Cooey and Yagasawa. Sheet E we have Montgomery and Schuster. And sheet F we have Richard and Adia. So far all those sheets the games are close, and
We threw the out. We know the out.
haven't had a chance to watch to see how any of the teams are playing, but some good games out there right now.
Yeah, for certain. Certainly some highly ranked teams there, and then over to F. There we have two teams that are, I think, out of Kelowna, which is not very far from Penticton here in the Okanagan Valley. There's some numbers being used there by the Swiss.
Yep.
Trying to get a tight guard here, I'm thinking.
Looks good. That's almost exactly where they wanted it, unless it curls off the center line, which it did. But Matt is going to ignore that and just go right around.
I think that's a good call. I mean, there's no reason for him to be panicking here. He'd like to minimum get a force here, right? Or
Top 8.
get a deuce, I should say.
Hard line. Top 8.
Line's looking good.
Top 4, almost. Okay.
Didn't finish quite as much as I thought at the very end there, Kelly.
No, I thought you'd get a little bit more finish on it. Team Brunner is just going to play basically the same shot and just try to play that in turn, freeze right down to it.
Shot.
Acht is 4. Okay, 8.
Little tap, like to get to the inside, but
8 is 4. 4.
Looks very close.
Yep. Freeze would be really good here as well. Nice shot.
Very nice. Yeah.
Just noticed recently that
Scyther was talking. There was he burnt the guard, rubbed the guard, and Michael and Matt are talking about that right now. And I think Matt's saying he didn't move it; he did hit the guard.
Oh.
Matt's going to play the freeze down there, just try to get across the nose that blue one. Ryan
Top
Harnden.
12. Top 12. Just a guard.
Pretty close to the guard here.
Yes, a little bit light too, I think.
Still got that same rotations though. It seems like the team has got, you know, that 5 or 6 rotations you lock right in there.
Pretty consistent. I'll have to keep an eye on BJ. I didn't notice BJ having quite as much rotation as Matt or Ryan. But obviously they know what they're doing. They know where to broom it based on the way that they throw them. Team Brunner's just going to ignore that and play the out turn, come around.
Yep. Aggressive call here. The line looks okay.
Nice.
Beautiful weight there.
Yeah, it was. Matt's just going to play the run back.
The triple maybe there if he gets it early.
Nice. Good.
Looks like they're throwing the in-turn, I believe.
It looks like it.
Big block.
A little harder to call from the in-turn throw, but well, these guys have got so much experience. A lot of weight here.
Yeah, it's got to curl quite a bit.
Very good.
Got lucky,
Yeah.
missed his own, or good call, I should say. Same call by Brunner. Swiss team is happy to play this and try to create a
Shot.
multiple score.
I think just the way the ice moves, if they get this one fairly tight to the guard, and I think they could make a corner freeze right onto that red one.
The shot rock, red
Yeah,
shot rock.
red shot rock. I think that's ideally what they're trying to do.
It was pretty close last time. I didn't mind them not locking it right on, because obviously with the weight these guys can throw, you lock them on, they're pretty easy to get them out. This is a beauty.
Just
Maybe a little short.
a little lighter than they were calling. So Matt's got a decision to make here.
Yeah, he could play that double still. Hit it a little early. Run the front.
He looked at the wide in-turn to the sort of the back 8 too, or back 4.
Yeah, maybe for sure get the force that way.
It's
hard to force these guys because their multiple hits are pretty almost a given.
Yeah, I think just with Matt having a hammer here, I think he wants to keep the centers, mostly open if he can. For this shot, I think if this was a couple shots later, I think he might have thrown that in-turn draw to the back 8. That's a very nice shot.
That's better for him.
Yeah.
It's got them pretty staggered out front, though, Kelly. Is that like an advantage for the Swiss team or for Dunstone?
The guards that were drawn somewhere,
Well,
right?
it's an interesting call. He's looking at playing, he's talking about the guard. I don't know what the guard really does for him, because you throw a guard and Matt's just going to be coming around it, and then he might be looking at 2 buried. And just with Matt having a hammer here, I just don't, I don't understand this call. But
well, if he can get the top 4, I mean the straight back run on the center line is pretty difficult.
Yeah.
And if it sails a little bit on him, might crash onto the black blue.
I didn't see the final call, Si. I know at one point he touched up front for a guard.
Oh.
And that would concern me if he throws the guard, that then Matt's just going to wrap one around there, and I think that's could be potentially trouble for. Depends on how the angles are on these blue and red ones, but
Freezes right on it though. Maybe it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Matt's going to wrap anyway.
yeah,
Right?
I think we're just drawing around that, guys.
exactly.
Top 4.
Yeah, I just didn't understand that shot.
It seems
I
like
think it's
Matt's pretty happy about it as
15-2.
well.
Yeah,
15-1.
didn't take long to put the broom down.
No.
See, they could have played, Brunner's team could have played the nose hit double on that red one and then controlled the whole front of the house.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of a finesse shot, but it was there.
Yeah, there's some risk involved in that shot
There
as
is,
well.
yeah.
They're not carving it one way or the other, so the line must be pretty good.
Yeah.
PJ's trying to get a
It just can't
top
be deep
4.
here. Can't be behind the button, or otherwise, that's just a bit deep.
Mm-hmm.
If you take that and you put that 3 feet higher, I think that Matt would have been pretty happy with it.
Just the amount of curl was certainly right, but just a little deep.
Yeah.
So he's drawing right to the red rock there,
Yeah,
Kelly?
he's gonna try and freeze down onto that red one, and then Matt will have to make a decision what he's gonna do. But if they make a good one here, it's probably gonna take Matt 2 shots to get it out. Line looks good. Looks a little heavy, but
They're not carving it yet.
no,
So must be close.
the weight's all there. Now they're starting to carve it in.
I think it's like you said, it's getting polished up now, and the,
Yeah.
the speed's
Fine.
well up there. Beautiful result.
Yeah, excellent shot.
Of course, the Swiss are trying to
Yeah, I think so.
steal one if they can here. Go up at 2-1.
You know, when I was surprised
Yeah, I
by
mean, try and get it to just.
just listening here.
Yeah, I think you're trying to plant the red just right onto the blue. Yeah.
That's a lot of confidence in the hit game.
Yeah. Blue onto red and try to hit it right onto the nose of the one that Team Brunner just threw.
Then Brunner taps, maybe a chance for a double.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
Very close.
Got a lot of action on
a
that
lot
blue
of
rock.
action.
Holy.
That looks way better. It's a very good shot.
Yeah, excellent. Really good call by Matt Dunstone. Great throw, obviously, by BJ as well. This will change the end.
Yeah, and I think Team Brunner looks like they're just going to try and come around that center guard and draw, you know, maybe back of the button or even top of the button if they can get shot out of it.
Mm-hmm. Tough to get in there.
Yeah. Dunstone's laying 2 right now.
He's got a good part of the button on the safe side. His blue rocks in the front are cornered up there pretty good.
Yeah.
So they're looking at 2 things. They're looking at either draw to the button or they're looking at running that red one onto the Dunstone red, biting the button, and possibly make that double.
Yeah. Little risk in that one,
Yeah,
too.
there is, and it's a low percentage shot. We'll see what they decide.
Probably a little lower for guys like myself that are kind of club curlers. Yeah, he runs that back, and then Matt's still got a draw to force, right?
Matt has hammer here.
Yeah.
Next field.
Oh, I see that. My apologies. Looked like they put the score up.
Yeah.
It was 1-1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Ken.
Yeah.
So they're playing the out turn, come around to the edge of the button.
Oop.
Not to belabor the point, but I just noticed the ice that they take for this out turn come around, and not a lot of ice. Like typically, if you were a club curler, you'd probably be taking the broom edge of 8 or maybe into the 12 on this type of ice here. And it's solely based on rotation and the way that you let the rock go. If you slide on the inner part of the broom, throw to the outer part, and really positive, it'll run a lot straighter. And that's what they're doing here.
Isti. Linie gut.
Yeah.
Achtung, Linie.
There has
Mine
been
looks
some
good.
talk about
Might be a bit heavy.
Okay.
maybe
Linie
after
gut.
the round robin to dust up the rocks again to get a little more curl. Seems to be what the rank and file players would like.
Yeah, it looks a bit heavy here. CJ will try and quite a bit heavy. It's going to give Matt a chance to come around right to the top of the button and lay 3.
And really good. Probably just bite the forefoot.
Yeah, the Swiss don't have much ammo up front there either.
No.
It's all a red show.
Similar sort of thing.
Doesn't much matter, I think. Yeah, line is the. I get it buried.
Yeah. Half in the forefoot.
Yeah, 'cause I think if you're here, there's really no good. Like,
No, that's really far enough.
both are good results, beside it or above it.
Here, I think we need something like that.
Okay.
That look okay to you?
Pretty close.
Dunstone team has to be pretty pleased with this, laying 2 and throwing.
Yeah, I
Could
think,
make this really difficult on the Brunner team.
yeah, and the key here is just do not be deep. You can be, even if you're top 8, and even if you're not second shot, or pardon me, yeah, even if you're not second shot, even if you're third shot or fourth shot, it's better than sliding to the back of the button. Back of the button is you just can't go back there, otherwise it gives Team Brunner an out. And Matt will be close.
Seems like Matt's taking a little bit more ice than the Swiss team.
He
did.
is, yes.
Hey, line's good. Clean. Hard line. Room. Room.
Line
Just
looks really
top
nice.
4. Line's good. Yeah, that's a little bit cold, hard cold, go, go, go.
Perfect spot.
Excellent position.
Yeah. Perfect spot.
Good shot.
Very nice shot by the Dunstone team. Line calls, sweepers. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Just,
Interesting to see what Team Brunner tries to do here.
it doesn't seem like they have much there.
No.
They're-
You're rubbing off on Kev. That's a you move.
You could, I guess blast the front there and still going to give up at least one.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has to play this red, blue.
Red blue's very difficult shot.
Yeah, and I can't tell Saya just the angle on here if he could play like just back 4 weight and just hair the guard and bump that red one that matches through, just bump it back to the back 4, and you'd be biting the top 4 and second shot.
Yeah,
But I just can't tell if there's enough room for him. Looking at it here now on the monitor, maybe you can see a quarter of it.
This would be pretty a game changer for sure.
Yeah.
He could make this double tap back to the.
But yeah, you just hope he maybe touches this.
To the
one
shot
first.
rocks there.
Maybe it's
Pretty tough to get shot.
just looking for
Yeah, very tough.
Yeah,
third of a rock or less is what we want.
let's hit it kind of.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
It's tight.
Whoa. Whoa.
Close.
On the,
Gotta be
on the.
close.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Pretty good shot, but it still leaves Matt a draw for 3 here. Probably take the same ice, maybe a couple inches more, same weight.
Yeah, looks like he's taken a few more inches there, Kelly. And
Yeah.
that's a big end at this stage of the game. It's always great to make the 3-under, isn't it?
It is. It is. And Matt basically from early on in this end here had Team Brunner in some trouble, and for the most part they executed. The one shot they went a bit deep on, but other than that, it was perfect execution from there on.
So, Dunstone drawing for 3.
This is a very fast spot. This will probably be just over 15 seconds hog to hog.
Line's good. Same line.
See if I can get a time on it.
Same line. Hard line. Hard line. Line's good. Line's good.
BJ's
Same line.
Better safe than sorry, making sure it gets by a good margin.
So I got 15-6 on that. So
Yeah.
yeah, really fast spot.
Shot, Matt.
That spot there, and that's
job.
right. That's right to the tee line. So 15.5 to tee.
Nice. Yeah, got a shout out to Chris Jones, our manager and ice maker here, chief ice technician.
Yeah, good end, guys.
Does a wonderful job.
Very nice end.
Yeah, manager, ice maker, and this weekend he's also playing in the event.
That's right.
So he's a busy
Yeah.
guy.
He certainly is. It's more than most people would take on, but He's a gamer.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's seen much of his house this weekend. I'm sure he's here almost 24 hours a day.
Well, he works an amazing amount of hours, even without bond spills or whatever. I mean, he's, to be a one-man show and, with minimum help, it's just been fantastic for the Penticton Curling Club.
All right, top 4, bite the button.
I think I could find easier vocations, Kelly.
Yeah, exactly.
Liked it. Got pretty good out of his hand.
So they could you come right in now, Kelly?
Yeah, they're going to try and come in right to the top 4, just given that they're up 3-1 playing the 4th end here. I think after this one comes to top of the button, that Team Brunner will just throw the normal corner guard.
We see the corner guards being utilized a lot less than they were a few years ago. It just seems to be a trend to me.
Yeah, I don't think it's not the traditional way of calling the game. Isn't the same.
I think my outfit for the next game.
Oh.
Fucking freezing in here.
Yeah, you see them throw the corner guards and then they don't seem to get utilized by the end.
Put on the old
Back to
thermal.
the 4-foot again.
I got a black thermal.
I guess that's once again the evolution of the game is changing. And
Upbeat. 15:05 there.
And Matt's going to, instead of
top eight's
throwing the
perfect.
guard, just giving the scoreboard again, he's playing to the scoreboard. He's going to try to throw a top 12 right at the top 8. So Ryan Harden will throw almost identical shot, just try to pull a few feet off it.
yeah, even a freeze here is pretty good. Just don't want to leave it short. Give him a chance to snuggle one in there somewhere and create a 2.
Or 2 R's. Not. For top 12.
Just go right to stop. That's good. Right to stop. Keep going. Keep going.
Good shot by Ryan. That's almost
Shot, Ryan.
exactly where Matt wanted it.
Really good spot.
Team Brunner's just going to ignore that, and I believe they're going to throw another corner guard, or they're going to go around. Looks like he's throwing an in turn, so I guess they're going to go around.
Go around his own guard, yeah.
What's that? I think the 5 is a bit straight. That's what I. Stub.
Self. Right. Self off.
About the same amount of rotations we've seen.
I mean, that one
Swiss are
that
throwing
one
it
came down a
similar
bit
to
more
what,
than I thought. Like I thought you were going to be
Dunstone
at least.
It's not quite as fast in that spot. I got a
St. Patrick
15 on
better.
that, and so about a half a second slower going out to the wing. Just haven't played as much out to the wing, so probably part of it. I think Matt can see a good chunk of it here, so just try to play the hit and roll up against his other red one.
Like to see it disappear, though, wouldn't he, Kelly? Get
Oh.
it out of the rings. And
Yeah. The blue one for sure, yeah.
A little heavy.
I think when you're up this many, you don't want a lot of your rocks in play too. It just gives the other team something to play up against, or potential jam opportunities. So Ryan's working it hard. He's trying to carve it, get some more movement on it, and we're going to roll right up against the red in the top 4.
well,
Shot. Good sweep, Pete.
Again, Team Brunner's going to ignore those rocks in the rings, and they're just going to play the straight in turn come around of the corner guard.
yeah, he could play a freeze on the ones that are a little pocket there on the 4-foot, but
Shot goal.
not a lot of
Pretty much
room
the
to
same way
get
you
around
do
that
that
one in
time.
the front top 12.
It's a nice spot there. Surprised they can't get buried.
Acht. Service out.
Just sneaks it by the guard there.
Hit.
Nice.
Yeah, that one will be fully buried, so Matt's just going to play the straight peel on the corner guard.
Golden Lot playing the intern.
I got the blue.
Just about perfect 45-degree angles, both of those, the shooter and the object rock. Just push it back a little bit here, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Shot Colt.
Looks like they're going to ignore those still, and they're just going to throw the straight corner guard. At some point, they're going to have to obviously move some of those red ones. So I think they decided to wait for one more rock.
The double is still available, though, and the one's in the 4 foot. I think Matt's pretty happy with this and continue to peel the guard or the rock in the ring, either one.
Yeah, I think he's really happy with it. And I would say if it was maybe BJ's last shot, he might just ignore that corner guard and really go for it and throw a center guard. But I think Matt will continue to peel right now.
Situation there.
Yeah,
We guard on my next one. If he throws a guard again, but I don't think he will.
Yeah. I think BJ was sort of saying what I was saying. If he throws a guard again, then we'll throw the guard on ours.
Exactly.
Yeah, back in the day, and some listeners might remember the name, but Chris Neufeld is BJ's dad. I played against him many times over the years. He played with Vic Peters, won a Brier with Vic Peters. Really good curler. I believe they were out of Gimli, Manitoba, or that's where Chris lived.
Gimli's been made famous by some of the female curlers in our world these days.
Yeah.
Sure,
Carrie Anderson,
yeah. She's just amazing how she can just continue to throw and play and deal with, her family and everything else. It's a huge commitment.
Chris used to spoil us if we were playing in an event. He'd call him in advance, and he had a bakery in Gimli, so just you'd order some whatever you wanted, donuts or whatever it was, and everybody be eating them before the game. So they have changed the call here. They've decided that it's too late now to be guarding their blue ones, so I'm gonna play something quiet and trying to move this top red one around a little bit.
Yeah, throwing the out turn here, and they could have thrown the in turn, pushed both of those red ones back, but obviously a lot of respect for the hit game here that Dunstone brings. It's a little firm.
Yeah, just a few feet heavy.
What's that?
Didn't curl quite enough.
Yeah. Do you like the inside roll here, Kelly?
I do.
Hack.
Okay.
I do like the inside roll. If they can just flop it right into that pocket there. Because otherwise, if you roll away, they're just playing the exact same shot.
They can't really get shot, though, if they...
No. But it would... I think what they were thinking is if they could get in there and freeze it in there, maybe there would be a couple doubles to get their deuce. So I think they're pushing hard to get a deuce here, Team Brunner.
Yeah, it's pretty important that they score at minimum.
Yes.
That's probably even better. Don't mind that. Laying 4 here.
No.
Straight.
Not much place to
that's a
hide.
gross
Out
loss.
turn draw to the lid.
Unless he thinks he can make a nose hit triple
So he
here
missed
of those
his
red
wide
ones,
there, twice in a row.
which would leave him.
Just think the quads there.
I don't think the quad's there, but I think triples there, almost right on the nose.
Thought
If he makes
line-wise, I thought
that,
it was
then
close.
puts a
I
bit
didn't
of
think
pressure
I
back on Matt.
Super popped it or anything.
Once again,
Tough spot.
going to the out turn here.
Just going to curl a bit. Didn't quite make it. Very close.
I think so.
If he would have made that triple, then, you know, there's a lot of blue hanging around there.
Half is good. Yeah. Half, thin half.
That's more because the other one.
Yeah, this will run.
This is a chance
I'm
for the
assuming
Swiss
really
to,
straight.
after this shot, to maybe snuggle one up in there somewhere and get an opportunity to get two.
Yeah.
One's a whole bunch here for him, though.
Matt's just going to play the double
Yeah.
on these two blue ones. Just reading the profiles of these teams, and I had a little chuckle here. The team Dunstone, the profile they submitted says, "We all like to golf. Matt thinks he's really good, but is very average at best." So I don't know who filled this out. I'm guessing it wasn't Matt. But I had a laugh when I seen that.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. It's really good.
You know, Matt comes from a curling family. His mom and dad both curled, and his dad, Dean, a great guy just like Matt, but Dean played in the Canadian mixed, and he was always, you know, banging at the door in the provincials in Manitoba, and might be watching right now, and if he is, shout out to you, Dean. So Brunner is just going to play the draw down freeze onto that red one.
Yeah, it is an opportunity.
Again, reading the profiles, I just noticed the Brunner team, they've really only been together this year. It says 5 months, so they are a fairly new team.
Really good.
Really good experience for them here, that's for certain.
Yeah, for
Yep,
sure.
Linia. Yep.
Yeah, I would have thought he had to go for line.
Super happy to have them.
Linia.
There.
I know, so it's hard to
A
tell.
little bit of a lack of European and Scottish teams.
Yeah. I gotta go hard on this. He's on the top red one.
Yeah, you'd love to.
Matt hits that right on the nose, and then they will have to play the in-turn draw to the forward just to salvage their one.
It probably is.
Pretty language.
No, I agree. I like throwing it hard and taking middle of the rock. Yeah, I mean, if you want to throw peel, go ahead and do that again.
Good.
No way, there's no way you're going to hurt yourself. Sure.
BJ's absolutely right. There's no way you're going to hurt yourself hitting it broomside. You just never want to get across the nose and get to, say, half a rock. But the way Matt throws, the chance that are I never want to say none, but very, very slim. Mm-hmm. Ideally, he'd like to hit it just on the nose or maybe a half an inch across the nose, and then force Team Brunner to go a bit wider out with the in-turn for the draw to the bite of the four for their one.
Still, even though it seems like a simple shot, a lot of good communication here coming from the Dunstone team.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Colton.
Even if he rolls out
Hard,
here,
Colton.
Still a drop.
Yeah. Oh, the only thing now is he left him a double for the two.
He did? You see that? He's got a Liz flared at a pinch there.
And given the score, I think Michael Brunner has no option but to try it right now.
I think so too. Actually, it's quite a makeable shot.
Yeah. Nose hit.
Looks like he's icing it for the intern here, Kelly.
Yeah, it does too. And that surprises me a bit. And a lot of people like to play this outside in rather than inside out.
Well, certainly men's curling they do. Seems like natural thing to do for,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
for men is go outside in, and the ladies often go inside out. Not sure why that is.
Yeah, I don't know the reason for that. Yeah, but you're right. Men's teams typically play outside in a lot more. Oh, he is playing the out turn here. Just looking at the way he's holding, unless that's the way he throws. Yeah, he is playing the out turn.
Whoa, whoa,
Just natural set here.
Yeah, yeah.
whoa, limit, limit.
He's trying to move it to curl here.
Nine!
Doesn't want to get this on the nose.
No, and he gave up a steal of 2.
Ouch.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Team Brunner. That was a shot that he would love to have back. It's a 4-point swing instead of being a 4-3 game. It's now a 6-1 game. So
Oh, yeah, actually,
big
quite
turn.
good. It's a very
Huge turnaround, Kelly.
Yeah, for sure.
That out turn with weight, any sort of weight.
So once again, shout out for Penticton New Floors, who's our title sponsor here, and Edward Jones. Everybody's probably familiar with it in the financial
do
business.
anything.
and
It's like you can't, doesn't
This
curl enough
Edward
to
Jones
bump anything
is
around.
done
and do
by
anything.
Matt Tolley, who's on our board of directors here, and,
exactly. I like it,
certainly
yeah.
a big
I like
big
top
time
button,
curler.
top 8.
And also a special shout out to Time Family of Wines. And
that.
Time Family of Wines
that's
is located here in
spot
Penticton.
there,
They
but-
also have a location down at the District Wine Village. And people may ask why I know that. And that's because my wife and I are wine club members with them. And also Hester Creek is down by Oliver, another great winery in the southern Okanagan.
Well, we didn't want to throw it light because we saw mine. Like I
just
thought I
shout
threw
out
mine
to
pretty
those two
close,
wineries.
and it does nothing. Like it doesn't curl. So we thought, well, just take middle of the rock, and we just saw his peel, what it did. He threw his peel really good, and then yeah, you throw. I think we do it over again. You throw. Yeah, and you almost have to take middle of the rock for board as well. Top button. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really good.
So we're back here and playing the fifth end. Again, Team Dunstone, given they're watching the score, or they know the scoreboard, they're going to try to draw top button, sort of replicate what they did last end, top 4, and then the second one will probably go to the top 8 right in front of it. Ryan was a bit light on that one. That isn't what they called. They didn't want to guard out front, given the score. Just again, looking at the profiles here, I notice Team Brunner from Switzerland, Andreas Gerlach, their lead. On their profile, it says our lead has 2 Michelin stars, so I'm thinking he is a chef and he works at a Michelin restaurant with 2 stars. That would be my guess on that one. And I also found it interesting, their third, Anthony Pataud, hosts a morning show on TV, so he's with the media over in Switzerland, in Bern. So, yeah, just interesting to see what some of these people do for outside of curling.
So Bern is a larger community in Switzerland?
Just rip it
Not
out, I guess.
totally familiar with
Yeah,
it.
I haven't been to Bern. I've been to Zurich and Lucerne, but I think Bern is fairly large. Maybe if there's anybody from Switzerland that's tuned in, if they want to put something in the live chat, I am monitoring it, so if you want to give us some more information on it. I did find it interesting. Kathy told me, Kathy Jones, that last year the New Floors streams that are done on YouTube, there was over 400,000 people watched in total.
Wow.
So the numbers are great, and it's so good to see people from throughout the world just love to watch curling, and it's changed so much that years ago, unless you were playing in the Brier or then it got to the slams and that, you were never on TV. Now there's so many options that people can follow the teams they like to watch, and I think it's great for the sport.
Certainly is great for the sport. And what we do find, I think, in talking to our members, that they like to stream the game, and maybe that affects the number of turnstile people we get here, or people coming to the game. But obviously the game is in very good shape, Kelly.
Yeah, and I think it continues worldwide to grow. And years ago
You
you'd
just rip it out.
never seen that. If Canada, Scotland probably were the
Rip
two
it out,
main ones.
no,
Now you
most
look at teams from
reduce.
Italy winning. You look at Schuster's team from the United States winning the last Olympic gold. Just the advancement that way. Obviously, being a Canadian, I continue to pull for my Canadian teams, but it's great to see that the sport is growing every place else in the world.
Yes, it certainly has.
How much we can? Oh,
And just back on our game, Team Dunstone will continue to try to simplify the game. You'll see a lot of hits coming here in the next couple ends.
I'm gonna call him Kevin Martin here. I'm gonna call him Kevin Martin. Colton. He throws and he goes, oh, I think the Rock's picked. Yeah.
So nach. 12. 12 nach.
Swiss trying to generate
Nice shot,
a little
Kev.
bit of offense here and keep their chances alive.
Yeah. It's
And
lots of picks. Like his guard there that he hogs, that picked as well.
they got this wrapped around, so it'll be just a peel at the corner guard, out-turn peel.
Interesting you hear the comments about the picks. I played here many times a week since the beginning of the season. I don't think we've had one. So I'm not sure what's creating the picks the players are talking about.
Sometimes it can be debris on the ice, and if it's not, sometimes it's little, like you see Colton has his hand down on the ice. That'll flatten the pebble there a little bit.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And if you flatten the pebble, then all is the rock. If the running surface just catches that flat spot, it can just
Well, if it's
turn. The
gross,
rock will
it's
just
gross.
turn, and you think it's a pick, but it's actually hitting a flat spot from a knee imprint or a hand on the ice where the
Barely
ball's been
touched that
flattened.
rock and it flew out.
Yeah, we don't see many of the players certainly
I will take the out-turn
putting
for my
their
feels
extremities
here.
down onto the ice anymore.
No.
It just doesn't seem to happen. And obviously, a lot of these players are very, very strong too.
Yeah.
I mean, they work out all the time, and their ability to control their body is just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, though. The curlers are very aware of not laying on the ice or not putting their knees down, hands down. They're way more aware than 20, 25 years ago. I know there was a lot of that happened before, but you very seldom see it anymore, where I think there's so much on the line that they
peel the tighter one, but
don't want to cause the other team's rock to.
yeah, that was my
to pick
first
either.
thought.
Yeah. Well, Switzerland's probably. Is Matt?
We can
thinking
try the
about
double
coming
too
in?
if you want. I think
I
it's
like the call on the front. Just get rid of that one. Gets a pretty wide guard. So.
Yeah. So BJ had said he didn't mind the double peel either, but Matt's just playing the single peel, out-turn peel, the rock closest to center line.
Double peel's got a little risk to it. It's pretty wide angle. Could spill one of them into the rings.
And Team Brunner's just going to play the in-turn come around.
Sweet.
We see these
Not a
guys
good kick there.
keeping their intensity so well. I
Don't
mean,
wa-
up 6-1, and
He wouldn't have liked how it looked.
it's, the intensity is if it's a tie game.
Mm-hmm. Still very focused on the game. I do notice a few more smiles from Team Dunstone, though, and they're a bit more jokey than they were at the start of the game. So obviously they're pretty comfortable with the lead they have now.
Seemed like we lost another rock there, or
Yeah.
I don't know what.
And it looks like Team Brunner is conceding the game. They're shaking hands. So this one will end up marked down as a 6-1 victory for Team Dunstone over Team Brunner.
Very nice job by the Dunstone team.
Good game.
Kelly, it's great to be beside you here and using all your knowledge here and sharing the knowledge with our fans. And guess we'll sign off or go to another sheet. We'll wait for Andrew Jacobite to give us the heads up on what's going on. But I do have to excuse myself and deal with another matter. So thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Sai. Yeah, it's been enjoyable, and looking forward to being here with the media for the next couple of days. I believe I'm doing tomorrow and on Saturday, and possibly Sunday I might be doing a game also. So
Excellent.
looking forward to it.
Just glad to have you here, Kelly.
Thanks, Sai.
Yep.